Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we again want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
the Wadi Yahbashim Yahushua for allowing us to come together and prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. We represent the Great Millstone Cleveland Camp. Read the article real quick. There's another prophecy update because this is what we're here to do. We're here to prophesy and we're here to make the things that we read in the scriptures plain upon tables, you know. But this is from CNN. This is a live update 2 hours ago. It says Russia hit Ukraine with new mid-range ballistic missile, Putin says. So what's going on is wars and rumors of wars, like the scripture said it would. You know, in Matthew the 24th chapter, which we're about to get, the disciples were asking Yahushua, you know, when his return would be. You know, they was inquiring about the kingdom. And Matthew the 24th chapter goes to the things that would have to happen before we receive the kingdom of heaven. So we're going to go on that and a couple other precepts and more willingness be edifying.
Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at 5. So for many shall come in my name, saying I am Messiah, and shall deceive many. All right, because, you know, we're entering into a time where the prophecy is going to speak louder and clear, and they're going to be more frequent coming from Matthew, and you have these the new administration coming in, and they're trying to make America great again, and they're trying to institute God back in the schools. They're trying to institute the old ways, so to speak, you know, stopping abortions and things that are going against the scriptures, man. But ultimately, they're trying to issue in a false Messiah, you know, because Esau puts himself as the Lord, and he's coming with an agenda to act like he's all for peace, he's all for the Bible, man. All right, but it's gonna be so. Verse 6 is the point. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Yeah, so there's actual wars going on. It's been bloodshed between Ukraine and Russia. But the end of the scripture says, but the end is not yet, because there's other things that has to happen. Like it says in the verse after that, nation shall rise up against nation. It's been a heavy spirit of division out there. You know, there's going to be more sedition among men. It's going to be the mandatory implementation of the CHIP. These are things that have to happen before Yahushua returns. But these are also indicators of his return, like it says in 2 Ezra 9. As a matter of fact, I grabbed that too.
Right, so you share wars and rumors of wars, all right? You know, and you're having these little tips, you know, with Israel and Iran. Okay, you're having these little incidents with all these nations, you know, and they're going to eventually lead to a world war.
And so, like we mentioned it off camera, I got excited. It's been rumored even amongst commoners, like I'm hearing it at work. I'm remaining neutral. You know, we in Clark Kent mode, but people see what's going on. They either getting wind of what the prophet's saying, or they looking at it with common sense and saying, like, look, if this keeps going on and this war continues to happen, World War III is inevitable. And that's the people not even giving credit to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So how much more the people with the spiritual vantage point being in that high tower? How much more the people with the eyesight, you know?
That's right, because you got these congressional hearings about the UAPs, when I identify aerial phenomena, and really are the chariots. But those chariots are going to be in World War III, man. You know, and they're going to have a huge part in the destruction of America, of all the other, of Israel. All right, but more importantly, that's going to usher in the salvation and the upcoming kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because the world is not prepared as they think they are for the arrival of Yahweh Shai in the chariots, man. Okay, because the scripture talk about how he's going to gather them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know, you want to get that too. All right, because, you know, these things that are written about have to come to pass. And the inclusion of these nations have to be they have to be fulfilled, you know, by prophecy, you know.
Oh, yeah, Joel.
Hmm?
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse I start at 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong.
Right, man, because you know you got a lot of these nations, man, India and you know the other countries who were back in the day when they're over their mouth and threaten, America. All right, but now they're doing business with Russia, they're doing business with China, which are known enemies, so to speak, of America. All right, and they're bolstering up their military, they're bolstering up their equipment and their weaponry. Okay, so they're no longer afraid, okay, of America and their technology. And if we really dig deep into the capabilities of some of these countries, they are far surpassed America, man. You know, and they are more than willing, all right, and definitely capable and able, all right, to come through with their promises, man. All right, with their intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. You know, they got better navies. You know, some of them have better airplanes. Okay, and these things are going to be used to be the downfall of America. Because what? Because Russia is going to be a guard into these places, man. All right, they're talking a lot because they have Russia watching over them, man. And Russia's supplying them with aid. They're supplying them with weaponry. You know.
Mm-hmm. In verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So the Lord, like it's going to bring out in the next precept, is going to gather all these nations in the valley of Yahweh the so-called Middle East. You know, verse 12 says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh or Jehoshaphat in the English. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father, and Shaphat means judgment. And this is where the Lord is going to rain down with the missiles and with the thermonuclear destruction from the chariots. It says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right, man, because it's going to be the place where all these nations, where these wars and rumors of wars, where these wars are going to be taking place, right, they're going to muster the host of the battle and bring them there. All right, so while Ukraine and Russia are going at it, and while Iran and Israel are going at it, you know, Israel and Palestine are going at it, all right, they're all going to be lured in by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, for him to gather them all together to destroy them, man. All right, but this war with Ukraine is a catalyst, all right, and it's not going to stop, all right, because the fire was already kindled. You know, it's already going to be going down when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai returns, man. All right, and Russia is a big key in the kicking off of these biblical prophecies. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's back in Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdoms, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Mm-hmm. These are all signs of the end. Even 4 or 5 years ago, around the time of the pandemic, it was an earthquake in Northeast Ohio. You know, it's going to be the LGBT blah 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 community against the heteros. It's going to be, you know, them sour ass, bitter ass Kamala Harris supporters against the Trump supporters. You know, the Lord is sending that spirit of division. We just went to a food bank. A year ago was up and thriving. Now it's closed. You know, it's going to be more disease. It's supposedly a case of walking pneumonia around. The Lord is not playing. We know that these things are true because we identify with the curses, and most and foremost, we identify with the spirit of prophecy. The Lord let you know thousands of years ago that this was going to happen, and now it's coming to pass. You know.
That's right. It says all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Mm-hmm. So what the time we're coming into now is the prelude to Jacob's trouble. Well, Jacob's trouble already started. We're in the midst of it though. Right? It's about to get really, really, really bad. You know.
Right, because this the scripture talk about being a green tree. All right, all these things are going on now. All right, while we're still able to you know, turn on lights and, you know, warm up food and things like that. But there's going to become a time where these things are going to be so evident. Okay, the food shortages, man. Okay, the plague being released by you saw the scientists, man. Okay, and these things, we talk about the plague be sent, and who shall turn them away? Who shall turn them back? I believe it's in the Apocrypha, man. Okay, so these things are all part of the ending of Esau's kingdom, man. Okay, and this thing with Russia is a very big deal. And how long been going? What, a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Been a few years, right?
Yeah.
You know, so the World War III gonna be a war to end all wars, man. Why? Because y'all about to gonna come and make it into this place, man.
Yeah, okay.
We get Isaiah, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we get it,
I got you.
cause Ezra even asked the angel, what's be the dividing son of the times, you know? And we're reading and we're going through them right now, man. This is like real life prophecy that we're living through, man. You know, because Russia and Mars, whatever we read earlier, said they sent an intercontinental ballistic missile, man. All right, and they, I forgot what site it was, but say typically they're fitted with nuclear warheads, man. You see, so it's known that these ICBMs are going to contain nuclear missiles, man. All right, and something go intercontinental means what? It goes across continents, man. All right, and if Russia is brave enough, in which he is, you know, he just did it to send ICBM to Ukraine. All right, what's it going to do for the rest of those countries involved? They're going to up the ante too, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, and this is what we're hoping for and looking forward to, man. Because the faster this gets kicked off, the sooner the Yahweh's outside is coming back and delivering the elect, you know?
And if I could add, another key indicator that this is prophecy and that's the will of the Lord is that the Lord is putting that Soviet spirit back into the Russians. He said, I will put hooks into thy jaws. Okay. What do you do when you get a fish by turning it? The Lord is working on the minds of the kings, like it says in the book of Proverbs. That's in Ezekiel 38 and
okay. Ezekiel 38.
I got it. Ezekiel 38. Alright, come. It's Isaiah 95. It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. So traditional battle, like hand-to-hand combat, swords, bucklers, and shields. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So this particular war, World War III, is going to be fought with arrows, weapons of the Lord, indignation, being shot from continent to continent. You know.
Right, because you had footage of those missiles coming in. Was it Syria? Not Syria. Raining on Israel. Where they coming from? Remember that a couple weeks ago? I forgot what country.
About, but I forgot too.
Yeah, I forgot what country it was, but you could hear the terror of the people. All right, when it was hitting, and you could actually hear the incoming missiles, man. All right, making noises, man, and people are gonna be terrified of that, man. All right,
coming from Iran,
coming
from Lebanon.
Where?
Israel hit by 7 missile strikes from Lebanon.
Right. Okay. So when you hear these missiles coming out of the sky, you see them and they're glowing. You know what I mean? They're shining, and you see the explosions brighten up the night sky, and you hear the people being terrified. You see, and now they're using smart missiles to where they're so accurate. They're hitting targets, but the point is that it's going to be fearful for those just watching it and hearing the noise of those things, man. Shrapnel and people screaming. Okay, it's gonna be a very terrifying sight when Yahweh outside starts to really visit the place, and he is visiting the place. He put it putting the spirit upon these leaders, these so-called world leaders, all right, to for war, man. You know. This that was it, or that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Ezekiel 38, and I'm gonna start at the top. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set our face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesied against them, man. And Gog and Magog is a land over there with the so-called Russia, man. Okay? See, and say thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I'm against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. All right? And although you see Russia as being the aggressor or being the superior army, all right, this is all just a foreshadowing. Not even a foreshadowing. This is all just a show of might by Yahweh outside. All right, by allowing them to be on the front stage and everybody like, damn, Russia's doing X, Y, and Z. Okay, but at the end, all right, hey, Russia's not gonna prevail, man. Why? Because they're gonna go into captivity too, man. Mm-hmm. All right, and don't forget those Russians are still Edomites, man. All right.
And it's also to add to the other point, this is a fulfillment of prophecy. This is beautiful because we just talked about the wars used to be traditional, fought hand to hand, and now it's the burning and fuel of fire. We literally seen that. Me and him seen the video where the people screaming, like the missiles. You can see why they comparable to a glittering sword. Mm-hmm. You know, this is real life. And just because the Lord didn't break it down like intricate, like the Lord is going to send missiles, like people think that what we saying is BS. But then in the times to come, pursuing what's that, Amos, we're talking about the famine of the word, people gonna be searching and looking for the people they thought was crazy. In the capes and the Jesus dresses we heard throughout the years, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you got it up.
There's verse 4 says, I will send, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, you know. And the Lord is showing the world that Russia has allies that are willing to go against America, man, who are willing to go against the NATO, all right, the EU, okay? At the end of the day, all right, you got China who's in league with them, man. You got the other countries that are in league with Russia, man.
India, South Africa,
yeah, South Africa, right? You know, and all these nations are going to stand with Russia to fight against the powers of the West, man. Okay, Israel and America and its allies, man. Okay, but they're all being gathered together for one ultimate battle, which the Lord can prevail. You know. It said, I think that was it.
I got one. This is Jeremiah 50:9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. That north country is talking about Russia. And Babylon is spiritual America. And we know that because history is how you understand the mystery. We know that Babylon wasn't overtaken by missiles. We know it was a surgical strike. We know that from the book of Daniel. It says, and that great assembly, again, will be Russia's allies. We talked about let the weak say I'm strong. So all the nations who put all their chips in and put all the money that went to sustaining their society, that went to war. So now they flexing the same nuclear capabilities. And even if we don't have the same shit, Russia got our back. Just like the other brother said, they are guard unto those weaker nations.
What is that?
Oh, that's still in Ezekiel 38 too.
Okay.
Yep. That was Ezekiel 38:7.
Okay.
Continue on Jeremiah 50:9. I'll bring it back from the top. It says, below, I will raid and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. To do what? Battle formations, baby. It's time for war. It says, from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty X-man. None shall return in vain. So all these missiles are going to be shot from Russia and their allies to America. That's what's going to contribute to what the scriptures call the lake of fire. The lake of fire is not hell, it's some place underground where you burn it forever. No, that doctrine is false, and it's been cut many times through the spirit and power of the Lord and through our elders and apostles on down.
Right, because those arrows are what? They're intercontinental ballistic missiles. And those are the exact words that were used in the headlines when Russia deployed those missiles to Ukraine, man. Okay, so these things are not only undeniable, okay, that they're actually coming to pass, man. You know, and we're seeing the prophecy being fulfilled. All right, and Russia is a key figure, a key player, all right, in this whole Armageddon. All right.
So, and verse 10, real quick, it says, "And all Chaldeans shall be a spoil, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh." And spiritually, now here in Babylon, the land of the Chaldees, because what were the Chaldees famous for? High levels of sorcery and witchcraft, and that's what America thrives on. Trickery, deception, you know, all our wickedness, and that's the blessing that the Lord gave them on the left-hand side in addition to the sword. You got it.
In verse 6, Ezekiel 38:6 says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them, man. All right, because while America thought they were alienating Russia by putting sanctions on them, all right, embargoes and things like that, where they couldn't import or export things, they took all that money and built their military for the last 20, 30 years, man. All right, and so now they come out, all right, now, you know, they're not only have surpassed America, because America's not as strong as you think they are military-wise, all right, because Russia's army is huge. China's army is huge. India's army is huge, man. All right, but they have the power, all right, that they're actually helping these other nations, man. They're helping build up the poor nations, right? Mm-hmm. So who do you think they're gonna fight for, man? Okay, and these guys are the people who are Russia are doing business with. You know, they're helping them build up, you know, water lines in certain areas, in certain countries. They're helping with South America. I think they're in South America, and they're helping certain countries progress. All right, so
even a gold standard,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so they're helping they're enabling these other nations to be bold, all right, and to come against America and their dollar, their democracy, their policies, man. All right, you don't got to buy oil from X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? You go deal with Russia, you know, to get your goods and things like that, man. All right, because Russia is a very prominent figure in prophecy, man. All right, and them being a guard to these nations, man, you know, it's something that they're not taking lightly, because a lot of people are relying on Russia for their support and for their technology. Well, not necessarily technology, but for their services that they're providing for particular countries, man.
Yeah, they Xing America out
Yep.
for that, you know, and we know that America thrives off of other countries due to Revelation 18. You know, this country thrives off imports, and then once America is finally through, all the nations that took part or spoiled, I mean, you know, that participated in the wealth system, they're gonna be sad. They're gonna be wailing, watching far off. Like, damn, my cash cow is gone. But it's starting before that, because the scripture let us know that all the nations that were in confederacy against thee are going to turn their back on you. Another instance of prophecy being fulfilled.
Right. Anyone?
Oh no, I had an article.
You what?
This is from the Newsweek. This is about an hour ago. It says, what's the difference between a hypersonic missile and an ICBM? It says, after Ukraine claimed that Russia had used an intercontinental ballistic missile in a recent attack, Moscow clarified that it was instead an experimental intermediate range ballistic missile. The strike targeted the city of DNIPRO as tensions in a 33-month-long conflict continue to rise. So again, wars and rumors of wars, because it's actually bloodshed. But all this bloodshed is not in vain. We understand that it's prophecy being fulfilled, but to the naked eye, it's just like, oh, they shot a missile. I know they shot a missile. I know who allies this because they just shot one too. And then we see how these things play out on earth in a, for lack of better words, a carnal sense. But we know that what's in the mouth of the people, they talking about, oh shit, the economy already fucked up and this shit happened. It's gonna be Ww3. That's the bottom line. It's about to be hell here in America. The dollar is failing. Everything that you're accustomed to is failing.
Right, because you even got some people worried about that Donald Trump may not even take office because Joe Biden, you know, is provoking, all right, on these nations, I believe Russia, all right, to further into this war, all right, and to the point to where that they're afraid that it's going to be Joe Biden leading us into Ww3 and not Donald Trump, man. You know, because they say once America enters into the war, they don't have to change presidents, man. All right, but either way, whether it be Trump or it be Biden, hey man, hey, let the missiles rain, man. All right, because we're looking forward to the coming judgment of the Edomites, you Ukrainian Edomites, you Russian Edomites. All right, you fake Yahoo's in Israel, all right, and definitely here in America, man.
It's Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 4. It says, "And the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." That represents the mushroom clouds. From what? The destruction from the missiles. And all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. So again, going back into the intercontinental ballistic missiles, they're gonna be in and out of the atmosphere. They're going in and out of the what's it called? Yeah, the water busting out shot.
Right,
the firmament.
The firmament, firmament. Because we talk about in the Proverbs, it says a mighty arrow being shot, all right, from one place to another, man. All right, so the mighty arrows gonna be them ICBMs, man, them hypersonic missiles, man. I believe it takes less than like 30 minutes for a missile to get from Russia to here. Mm-hmm. You know, and they got so many the defense of America and Israel, bro, is not gonna be able to withstand the amount of missiles coming to this place, man. You know, we say it's into the windows of the thief, or the house of the thief, man.
Right.
All right.
In verse 5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven." And that sword, it represents the missile, the destruction. You know, what do you do with a sword? That's a thresh enemy. You cut, you kill. You got bad intent if you got a sword on you. It says, "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumean and upon the people of my curse to judgment." So Idumean is a people before it's a place. And right now, besides Russia, the most prominent Edomites are the ones here in America, spiritual Babylon. And it says, "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood." No, that was pretty much the point, 4 and 5.
Right, man, because the other nations are really looking forward to America getting involved. You know, because they really can't. They're looking for a reason. You know what I mean? All right, to spare arrow. I mean, there's 2 arrows in this place, man. All right, because Russia already said that if you're supplying aid or missiles or weaponry to Ukraine, then you're gonna be an enemy to them, man. If you're an enemy to Russia, you're gonna be an enemy to China and India and all the other nations, man. All right, so prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, y'all what's outside is a man that he doesn't lie, unchangeable. All right, and these escalations amongst the nations with these wars, all right, and the violence is just a precursor to the ultimate judgment, all right, of you heathens and you Edomites, man. Okay, so we're looking forward to more missiles being shot. We're looking forward to more destruction, more carnage. Okay? There is, the Lord said, there is no peace unto the wicked, man. All right? When he says, shall say peace and safety, the utter destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Lord, all right, is not, he is not deeming this place to go further on, man. He deemed this place to get destroyed. He deemed Russia, Ukraine, and the other heathens, all right, for slavery, man, for captivity, man. Okay, and this is prophecy, man. You know, speaking loud and clear, man. You know, people are actually speaking out loud and concerned, all right, about the imminent World War III, man. Okay, and I was watching the video where they did a scenario with one, you know, they did a scenario, a war scenario with Russia, not with America and the other nations, and America loses every time, man. All right, so there is no healing for Babylon, man. Okay, because not only is there going to be missiles shot, all right, where they're going at, you know, Ukraine and Israel, but and they're coming here, man. All right, and we're looking forward to America getting sticking their nose in, all right, so we can get this shit cracking, man. You know? That's it. Close out.
The water y'all about Shemel Shop giving us the spirit to do this lesson. We're going to close by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakulash.
double honors for our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will well and teach some doctrine for this very day, and the Kazakh Shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.